Don from Intuboxing, sponsored by Rival Boxing Gear UK. Me with Stoke's finest, Kaash Buttery. Kaash, mate, tell me about this third fight, mate, and what you've done to get here now.
Trained extremely hard the last, I'd say about 9 weeks since my last fight. I was out the ring on the Saturday, back in the gym on the Monday, changed up a few things, and yeah, worked on the negatives from the last fight, and hopefully it pays off tonight.
What are the negatives from the last fight, mate? What have you took and turned them into positives? What have you brought forward into what you're going to use that you learnt last time?
I think my last fight, I boxed. I got into a comfortable position of dancing around, toying with my opponent, because I did him in the first round with a few body shots, his straight rights, and I noticed his face got marked up, and I started dancing because I was scared of getting stuck in case I got cut. We was having this show a few weeks later. Getting back to the corner, Scott's going, stepped up and stopped him. He was there for the taking. I didn't step it up, which is it's a mistake on my part. Didn't listen and just cruised to victory basically. Whereas we've got back in the gym, I had a bollocking, sorry about the language. Got told off by the coaches, said listen, that was easy for you. You'd stepped your foot on the gas, it was a stoppage and I chose not to. So tonight, hopefully put that right and go through the gears a little bit more.
So what weight are you tonight? Is it 140? Is it 140?
Yeah, 140.
140.
Yeah.
Another guy who's fighting tonight, Kaash, who stepped up to 140 is Terry Flanagan, who's fighting Morisuka on the Maurice undercard.
Yeah.
I stood in front of Morisuka, mate. He's as tall as me and he's 10 stone. I'm thinking to myself, how are you as tall as me and weigh 10 stone?
Yeah.
It's absolutely, it's phenomenal. It just makes me, it amazes me how they get to it and stuff. It's mad. But you've made weight nice and easy tonight.
Yeah.
So it's no problem for you. You've got a massive fan base in Stoke, and you do get a lot of promotion. But you promote yourself really well as well, Kaash, don't you? And what was why do people respond to you in that way? I think such a likeable character, is that what I say?
Maybe, I don't know, yeah.
Cheeky man.
Maybe, but I think it goes down to like my amateur roots where I had a few years where I didn't lose many as an amateur, but when I did lose, it was always the Midlands final for years as a schoolboy, and I remember going home crying to my mum and like, I'm never going to win a Midlands title. And then for a couple of years, it clicked, my style fell in place, Tom Woe and me just gelled so well, and we found a style where I could beat, in my opinion, pretty much anyone. And I went through a 19-fight win streak, winning the Central England title, England gold medal, 2 Midlands titles and a national championship. And then I moved up to senior and had 2 fights as a senior boxer, losing one to a national champion who was a lot older than me, and beating, I think, 6th in Europe in the army.
Are you more comfortable in the pro sector now than you were the amateur, or
do you know what?
Are you still finding your feet, Kaash?
No, obviously I think I'm really young. I'm learning. Yeah. I'm the youngest. I think I'm one of the youngest pros in Stoke-on-Trent, so I'm still learning. And you never get comfortable in a boxing position. Don't get me wrong, I was comfortable in the amateur setup because I knew what was when, what you had to do, how you had to train. And then I've moved to the pros and I've got comfortable in that section. But as a professional boxer or an amateur boxer, you shouldn't really get comfortable. You should always be on your toes, waiting for the next step or the next hurdle that comes your way. And I've had a lot of hurdles since I turned professional in boxing, but I've jumped over them and carried on, and I'll continue to do so. But I find myself comfortable as a professional boxer at the minute.
Well, your third bout's with a London lad?
Yeah, London lad.
Guy from London? Yeah. Know much about him, Kaash?
Not really, journeyman, as far as I'm aware. He's had a couple of fights, about 15, 17 fights. And I've got a feeling he's going to try hit and hold, from what I've seen. With me, if I'm on my game, which I can be tonight because I've done the work, he ain't going to get a chance to hold me.
How do you avoid that hit and hold, Kaash?
Boxing at angles, come at him, hopefully put the pressure more on him, and when he tries to open up his arms to jump on me or grab me, loosen myself up, start working his inside and slow him down. He seems to be the bigger man, so I'm going to slow him down tonight.
Since you've been pro for obviously the last 2 bouts you've had, at any one point in them 2 pro bouts, as your amateur knowledge kicked in? Because some people jump in at amateurs, don't they, Kaash, and they go straight into pro. Has the amateur knowledge ever kicked in and thought, you know what I mean?
I think me debut definitely straight from the off. Ball run, got straight out, in, out, on my toes, and I was just boom, 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 like you would if it was point scoring in the amateurs or the busier boxer. And I think that was just my natural instincts and the adrenaline, and because I've been used to fighting as an amateur. And my second pro, you noticed more, come out to centre ring and I was, wait, boom, 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 picking nice shots. Even though I was bouncing in and out and throwing around the ring, I was calm, I was throwing them shots. It was just, I didn't have, well, in the first fight, that step up in gear. And we got back in the gym, and like I said, I've got to keep some amateur attributes, which will make me go further than a lot of boxers, because it benefits me. And I think that mixed with my pro style, I think causes a lot of boxers troubles, especially in the area level.
I've noticed shorts tonight, pink and white. Mum in big gold letters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mum, got a lot of respect for your mum.
Yeah.
Your mum's brought you through actually all this.
Yeah, my mum, like, as an amateur, we used to travel near 4 days a week, sometimes 5. And my mum's journey would be there, back, because I had a little brother. He was a lot older now, but he was a young baby, so my mum had to go back home straight when she dropped me off. And it wasn't easy. And then I used to always have the up-to-date pair of boots, and it was because my mum buying me, because she believed in me. And my gloves, my first pair of shorts my mum brought me, and she just unloads me. She brought me up single-handedly, and if it literally is because my mum told me, you can do this, or you're the best at everything. That's all she says, kid. I'd be a dancer, I used to be a dancer. You're the best, oh, you can do this. You can do a backflip, and I'd do it. And same, I used to scooter and skateboard, and it was like, you're the best. Yeah. Same as football, you're the best, and she kept bigging me up to be the best. And I went for a stage in boxing when my confidence dropped quite low through losses, and she's the one who picked me back up. And she came to every single one of my amateur boxing fights all over the country until I think like 32, and then she went, right, I need to let you be a little bit now. It's getting serious, it was in the nationals, and she let me be. And I don't know, my mum's knowledge, and she always says, clear mind, you can beat anyone or you can do anything. And that's what she always drilled into me, with a clear mind you can do anything. And I always have my mum's name on the back of shorts until the day I retire.
Well, thanks to your mum, mate. I'm having the privilege of interviewing you now on your third bout to your professional fight, so cheers, Kaash's mum.
Yeah, she'll get her payback in that when I get more successful as a boxer.
No, that's it, mate. Obviously, as a pro fighter, mate, or any fighter, you never look past the guy that's in front of you.
Yeah.
But what's your goal at the minute? What's your, obviously we all know the peak goal, but what's your broken down goal at the minute? What's your next step? Where do you want to get to, Kaash? I
want to deal with tonight comfortably, show people there's a level. I'm a level above, do you know what I mean? Then we've got one on the 29th of September. Fingers crossed don't get cut or injuries tonight. 6 round it, 1000%. The only reason I'm not boxing in a 6 tonight, I've been training for a 6, is because I went on holiday 5 weeks ago. Yeah. So we didn't take the risk. I'm only 19, it could affect me or it couldn't. Luckily for me, it didn't at all, and I've been even better since come back. Then after that, we're going to move on to December, and I want a international challenge bout fight at the King's Hall in an 8-round contest. That is the aim, and hopefully I finish the year 5-0. I've won a little title. Then next year we can keep going steady, working on the 8-rounders, 6-rounders, and hopefully build onto an area championship fight. And that's my goal for the next 18 months. I want to be Midlands champion by the end of 2019, and I personally think I can do it. And then obviously I'll turn 21, which is where we can start looking at bigger and better things. But that's all you've got to remember in pro boxing. That's fingers crossed I don't get cut, broke hand. I've broke my hand in the amateurs, I've got solid hands, but anything could happen. I'm wearing 8-ounce gloves. God forbid I can lose, but fingers crossed, by the end of the year I'll be an international challenge bout champion, lightweight. Kaash, thanks for talking to Intuboxing, and obviously myself. It's a pleasure as always, mate, and we wish you all the best for tonight. Thank you. Thanks, mate. Cheers.